Greeting. I'm Archisha Suri from grade 11 GD Goenka Public School, Dwarka. Today, I'll recite a self-composed story on the topic Unlocking Your True Potential, the Humanistic Approach from Psychology. The cold, silent streets of Manali mirrored the chaos inside. Life had pushed me to a breaking point. An exploitative boss, a sick mother, a struggling household, and a son with rising expenses. I felt like a failed husband, father, and son, trapped under expectations I could no longer carry. One night, a woman's scream echoed through the Himalayan woods. Drawn to it, I reached a footbridge and saw a glowing woman leap into the Bias River. Terrified, I rushed to report it, only for Pankaj at the checkpoint to claim it was Rekha Starling, a ghost sent to appear to remind people of their purpose. I dismissed it as nonsense, but the image stayed with me. Back home, my wife urged me to visit her old mentor, Agnes Grey, who lived in the eerie legend-filled village of Kulam. With nothing to lose, I set out the next morning. When no cab agreed to take me, I walked, frustrated and exhausted, until I found an old rest house. Inside, I met Yen, its sad but gentle manager, followed by a hermit chanting peacefully outside. The hermit told me that peace wasn't a state, but a journey, that everyone faces hardship, but what matters is continuing, rebuilding, and believing that one deserves more. His words shook something inside me. I resumed my journey and finally reached Kulam, a quiet village suspended between centuries. At a cafe, I encountered a little girl, worried about her bad grades and wanting to lie to her mother. As I guided her with advice about honesty, patience, and valuing one's own efforts, I suddenly realized I was speaking to myself. Then the girl revealed her home, atop Brigu Hill. I reluctantly followed her to the long climb, only to discover the nameplate outside her house. Agnes Grey. The girl led me straight to the mentor I was seeking. Inside, Agnes Grey sat with an otherworldly calm. When I confessed I felt lost and worthless, she told me stories about Colonel Sanders and Thomas Edison, examples of persistence and late blooming greatness. I grew impatient, not seeing the relevance, until she asked me to recount my entire day. Only then did it click. The missing cab symbolized life's unexpected obstacles. Yen and the hermit taught me peace, resilience, and purpose. The girl taught me honesty, patience, and self worth. And choosing to help her before myself revealed the heart I had forgotten I had. Agnes said that great men rise from humble beginnings because they refuse to let their flame die, and that I too must never settle for less than what I deserve. For the first time, my burdens felt lighter. Empowered, I quit my toxic work environment and found a better job. Life had finally started to feel meaningful now. But wait, the story doesn't end there. One Friday at the bar, Pankaj casually mentioned that Agnes Grey had died 7 years ago. I froze. If that was true, then who had guided me? Who had spoken to me? Who had changed my entire life? As I struggled to understand, a piece of paper slipped from my wallet. It bore two red letters in bold ink. R.S. Rekha Starling. The ghost I'd seen on the bridge? Had Rekha guided me all along? Was she the force behind the journey that reshaped my life? The warning, the mentor, the child, the wisdom? Or had I crossed into a realm where the living and the departed walk the same path, just long enough to save a lost soul? The truth remained a whisper on the wind, but my life was no longer the same.